Hello and welcome to another episode of MoFIT Talks, episode number 8. So today I'm going to talk about should women lift weights, okay? And not to that, I'm going to add a bit of bonus. Should the elderly lift weights or should the young people, aka your kids, can lift weights? So let's get into it, okay? So before we start anything, I will recommend you to go back to watch my video on why you should lift weights. I'll put the link in the description below so that you can click on the video and you can have a look. So I'm going to address this one straight to the point, but I'm going to address on the ladies first, okay? Why? Because, well, ladies first, right? And there's not what a better way to start is that should ladies lift weights? My answer is yes, yes, full stop. I've heard a lot of females say, Michelle, I don't want to lift weights because I scared I become bulky. I scared I become big size. I scared I'll turn into like a man. If you look at me, I don't think I look jack. Do I even look very big size? I don't even call myself big size. Alright, as you can see, I just look like a regular guy, right? So I have been training for 4 years, moving into my year 5 by the way. And I can tell you, my goal is to look as big as Jack as those bodybuilders on stage, but I tell you, it's not easy, and it is that easy, right? Building muscle is that easy or that fast, right? Number one, I'll very fast run out of job because, well, I just teach them for 1-2 months, boom, they all become big size already, right? And number two, probably everyone on the street will go shirtless or less clothing because, well, everyone got a nice body, right? So chances are it's not that easy. So to even add on what I want to share with you is the following. I think female can lift weights, okay? And let's just pretend, right? Let's just pretend you lift the weights, you become big, you become manly, right? Then how do you solve it? Well, don't train it. Let the muscles shrink back. Then there you go. Wouldn't that be the solution, so to speak? So now that I've tell you what not to worry about lifting weights, maybe I should tell you again. Please go back to my previous video on why you should lift weights. This is a short, repetitive one. Number one, it's going to make you stronger. Okay, wouldn't it be nice if you are female, people sort of underestimate you, and then you can actually lift a lot of weights? Whoa, then people will be very impressed, and then you're lucky to get a few telephone numbers and you go on multiple dates, right? Wouldn't that be awesome? And number two, why you should lift weights is because it shows couple of times that a stronger muscles will help you to sort of tone the muscle. Your females like to say, I like to tone the muscle. I want to tone the muscle. But what do you mean by tone? Tone means, right, you need to have a little bit of definition of your body, right? You don't want to be just thin and skinny, that kind of thing, right? Think of someone who is like very, very skinny, that vice versa. You don't be someone like very, very fat or very obese. So if you're not that definition, chances are by doing a lot of exercises, you introduce a lot of muscle, right? When you introduce some muscle, what's going to happen is that it's going to make your body less flabby. I'll put it that way, less flabby, and then it makes it a firmer body part also, so you don't have that much muscle to squeeze, so to speak. Okay, I'm going to use some of my clients, for example, for females. What happens when they lift weight for 2-3 weeks? Alright, number one, they do not get any crazy kind of manly symptoms, so to speak. They didn't become big, they didn't jack. But here's the interesting fun fact part. They notice that their butt is a bit more solid, maybe because we keep doing squats and so on. And also the legs and thighs, the fat there, they say it's lesser, it's a bit more firm. And then I love it when they tell me that when they put on their leggings or or some of their pants, they get a little bit of shape and cutting, a little bit of cutting, a bit of definition. It fits them very well. And boy oh boy, aren't then they happy? When they are happy, that makes me happy as their trainer as well. And of course, I'm very proud of them. Okay, so hopefully you get the idea. So to sum up, females, don't worry, you won't become bulky. Just go and train some weight. If you're going to tone up your body and you're going to get firm body. Okay, worst case scenario, you become bulky, don't train, let it go, and then let the muscle settle it, let it shrink. Then there you go, back to your square one, problem solved. So now that we talk about the ladies, going to talk about the elderlies. Okay, my definition of elderly is anyone who is your sort of retiree age, like 55 and above, okay, or 60s and above, so to speak. So, for example, if for me or my dad, that kind of age, 60s or 65, so people say, oh, you're old, you shouldn't lift weights. After you lift weights, you're gonna hurt your back, you're gonna plunge your knee, you're gonna burst your whatever, insert your bone name over there. The true matter of fact is, I can assure you, mark my words, okay, and this one I'm quite sure on this one. Yeah. If you've done the exercise with proper form and technique, and you do not have any past medical history, you should be able to lift weights not only for the sake of being, being strong, but also evidence shows that it makes you to be a little bit stronger and you can move more stuff without any failure. For example, one of my favorite client, his name is Hogan. He's 68 years old. Okay, he did a squat. He did squats just like any one of us youngsters, so to speak. He did a deadlift, he even did a bench press. So far, no problem. Yes, he might have a little in the past. He has a little bit of like some tight hips issue, or he has a bit of like leg problem. But as we keep doing those exercises, not only he gets stronger and stronger, and you also get to see some muscles on his chest, on his lower body, and to make things even sweeter. When he do his things like groceries, then he said it's a bit easier for him also. It doesn't cost him a lot of time. So there you go. I think old people or the elderly one, I think they can also benefit to lift weights. So if someone, let's say again, just give you an example. Some mom or some dad, they have a knee issue. Maybe they can squat. Yeah, I can see an argument. Number one, seek professional help. Alright. If number two, it really bugs them, right? Try a simple thing like squat. Actually, everyone can do it at one point in their life. Think of your kids, or think of your mechanic. Think of someone who repairs your bicycle. Think of a plumber. They need to squat down and pick up the thing. So even us, we need to squat down every day just to pick up the thing, play with our dog, pick up stuff from the floor, so on and so forth. So for kids, for the elderly, right? Elderly can actually do it. They just need a bit of practice. Here's the following: if they can sit down on a chair and just ask them to stand back up, isn't that a partially like a squat-ish kind of simulation already? So think about it. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, I think everyone can do some weight training, can benefit. Not only make them stronger, it makes their life easier. So I've seen that before. Okay, instead of going all those, again, I'm not trying to bash and say rehabs are useless. I think rehab has its own point and place, but then you have to understand, if we can find a cure, not cure, but to improve your muscle, why the hell not, right? Just say. My take home point for the elderly is that I think elderly can benefit from the weight as well. To be honest, this is actually like a repetition of why you should lift weights, that video. I think I better put the link below so that you can understand what I mean by that, And also, as the elderly grows, right, I know that sometimes they are more higher risk of having lower bone density, osteoporosis and so on problem. You lift weights, again, slowly progressively with proper form. Okay, if these two are doing good and they're stronger over time, I can show you, they also have some suggestions showing that some of these muscles, so to sort of like strengthening, will also help to reduce the risk of having all this bone density problem. This especially goes as female ages, from my understanding. Okay, I'm by no means a doctor, but I always hear sometimes my doctors say, or even how some of people who are elder always say, they have some bone problem. I think, but I always think of someone who lift weights for bone problem is, sometimes none, or maybe there is just a little bit. So if you can't solve the problem, at least try to reduce the casualty, right? So just say. So TLDR, is old people, lift weights, good. Ladies, lift weights, good. Most important, proper form. Okay. So now that we talk about the old people, let's go about the little kids. As for little kids, right? Definition of little kids, 7 to 12 years old. I used to think that kids that are 7 to 12 years old, they shouldn't lift weights because they have stunted. They might have the risk of stunted growth. Somewhere in there, the midst of puberty, and this might affect their their growth of the bone, or I used to think that. In fact, to date, I will admit, I still believe there is a slight possibility of this happening, but there is some of these studies. See if I can share the link or the evidence below, just to have a look. I noticed is that kids actually can benefit on the weightlifting part as well. Of course, they have to be scaled on a smaller scale. In other words, the volume should be lesser. Maybe they're not supposed to do like 10 sets of 10, or they're not supposed to do like 20 sets of 20 reps or 100 kilos. Maybe that's a bit too much, but they always start with something light, even a dumbbell or even just body weights. I think that is good start. Okay, so version will be kids will not be affected by the stunted growth. There are some research that already back this up. And to make things even sweeter, you can just Google and see kid deadlift, or kid squat on Google. You're gonna see a lot of results, and these kids do. After they do the exercises, no problem. Do they have stunted growth in the future? Probably not, so to speak, right? So my take-home message will be the following. Okay, so you're female, young, old, guy, girl, homo, lesbian, LGBT, whatever, I couldn't think of nationality, where you're from, where's your hometown, which side of the bed you sleep. I think we all can benefit. Is that lifting weights is definitely beneficial to us. Not only it makes us a stronger individual, it also helps us to, becoming a more efficient person. It also build more muscle to our body. No, it's not going to make us bulky, but it's going to help us make us a stronger individual to do everything in our daily life a bit more efficient as a better individual, so to speak. And besides, there is a show also that is a person with exercise a bit more frequent, they're a bit more active kind of person. In other words, they don't get tired easily, which is true. As you can see, I exercise very frequently, I talk to you, blah 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 blah. Whereas in the past, if I do exercise, probably if I talk like 5 minutes, I'll just keep quiet and shut up. Now people just hope I don't talk anymore, they just want me to shut up. So that's it for me today. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and catch you next time. Okay, till then, peace, bye bye, and stay MoFIT.